We have 3 houses in a seasonal property in British Columbia. The line that gave us power from hydro was under the lake, and the lake line failed, and it was just very expensive, and it was almost impossible to get new lines environmentally underwater. So we really didn't have any choice other than going off the grid. When we were on BC Hydro, we could use these places 12 months a year. Now that we're totally off the grid, we can use them about 5 months a year. When you're off the grid, it's not just about the power generation. It is about storage. What do you do when the sun doesn't shine or the wind doesn't blow anymore? You have to have a battery bank, and you have to have backup generation, because what happens if it is cloudy for 2 days and the batteries get depleted? You have to have hydrocarbons. Solar makes direct current energy. Batteries can only store direct current energy. Houses use alternating current. You have to have an inverter that changes direct current into alternating current for the house. In the summertime, we have enough storage and we have enough solar that we don't need to run the generator. But in the shoulder seasons, we do not have in Canada enough sunlight to power the batteries. Solar panels are very difficult to keep clean. Once the solar panels get covered in snow and ice, they're basically useless. The colder the temperature, the longer the batteries take to charge, and the colder the batteries are, the less efficient they get. If it's, say, 0 degrees Celsius, then the batteries take twice as long to charge, maybe 3 times as long, and their effective rate is 50%. We have to keep our batteries warm in a heated shed. How do we do that? We do that with propane, the same fuel that we use to run the generator. And when you go off the grid, you have to convert everything in your house to an alternative fuel. You cannot use an electric dryer. You can't use an electric stove. It's all got to be propane. You cannot use, if it's cold in the wintertime, you can't plug a heater into the wall socket and heat that room up, because it'll suck the batteries dry. Anybody that says that you can live off the grid totally on green energy is incorrect. The reason why we needed a reliable system and we need a generator is there are 3 families, my family, my mother who is 93, and I have a nephew that has newborns. And so when you wake up at nighttime, you need a reliable source of power. You can't just flick a switch and all of a sudden the batteries are dead. We use the generator, and the generator comes on if the batteries get below 20%. So we have a very reliable backup source. Solar panels are very good. We'll go with solar panels. We doubled our solar output last summer. The solar panel costs are not really coming down, but they are getting more efficient. And for the same square footage of solar panels, we get about 20% more. And battery technology is going that way too. It is getting better. So we have a 45 kilowatt generator. We throttle it back to about 60% of its capacity, so it's really only producing 120 amps. The system really is designed well and it works well. The original capital cost is high. You basically need a generator, you need solar panels, you need inverters, and you need batteries. You also need to rip out anything you had in your house that was electric. We ripped out the electric stove, we ripped out the electric dryer, and we had to put in gas dryer, gas stove. So it basically came to about $53,000 a house. And then the propane cost is not much more than an INMAX bill. It's really the capital cost that is expensive. We put it in 2011. And so it's 11 years old now. We upgraded it last year. We added 50% more batteries and 100% more solar.